And developing today in other news, in a rare move, 22 counties are banding together and suing the state of Washington.
They're going after the Washington Department of Social and Health Services. An overflow of state mental health patients has landed many of them back on the street. Fox 13's Matthew Smith is live in Tequila. So, Matt, why the sudden move now?
So, Brian, Hannah, it seems that there is a number of people who were charged with crimes, but they weren't competent enough to stand trial. So they end up in hospitals to get mental treatment. These are the folks that would potentially be getting out. And the counties that are banding together here are estimating that this is 200 people that could be released in the beginning of September. In fact, they based this on a form letter that went out at the beginning of this month, warning police, sheriffs, and prosecutors, quote, DSHS is providing notice of pending discharge for the patients in your jurisdiction. However, at this point, many discharge plans, including locations, remain undetermined, end quote. So in other words, they're clearing out state beds, but they're not telling anyone where these folks will end up, what neighborhoods, what communities. And on top of that, I'm told the county isn't even getting evaluations for the people that they're sending to the state, something that they say is required. Frankly, the idea that you have 22 counties all banding together in a short amount of time kind of crystallizes just how bad this healthcare crisis has become.
It's their duty. It's their legal obligation to figure out how to get this done. And you can't, when you have a legal obligation, when you have a court order staring you in the face, you can't say, it's just too difficult, I'm not going to do it.
A lawsuit filed today in Pierce County Superior Court dumping fuel on the fiery crisis we've been reporting on since late 2022. The state has a long wait list to get patients into state mental hospitals. Now, back in January, we told you that the list topped 850 people. This month, the governor announced plans to purchase this building, the former Cascade Behavioral Health Facility in Tequila, to open up more mental health beds. Now, it's a move that's being cheered, but the need has been around for months. Here's how it works. When a person lands in jail, but they're not competent to stand trial, they're sent to DSHS, likely to state facilities like Western State Hospital, to restore their competency. Now, if that doesn't happen and charges are dismissed, they're sent to DSHS again, this time for an evaluation to see if they need to be committed. But the counties say the state simply stopped evaluating more and more people despite court orders to do so.
Once it became clear that they were rejecting everyone, that's when we really felt we needed to act.
And we do already know of some cases where we haven't been able to locate a placement yet, and Western State Hospital has released the individual, I believe in at least one case, to a shelter.
So here's the deal. This affects people that should be going into mental health care facilities. It also means people could be getting out early and ending up in communities. But on top of that, you have people that just need mental health help, and they're not going to get it because of how this is all unfolding. I'm told this is a public safety issue, but also it's a mental health issue for the individuals that should be in these facilities. Now, I did get a response just about 25 minutes ago from the state. The state declined to talk on camera, didn't answer questions, but they instead released a statement that reads in part, quote, "This challenge of tackling this multi-tiered problem does not become easier when counties demand the state and the Superior Court ignore a federal court order." Now, if you're confused, ballpark here, there's a federal court order. The counties say it has nothing to do with this. The state says that this gives them the ability to release all these people, clear space. Neither side agrees, and now they're going to go to court probably on September 8th. We'll keep an eye on the situation, and we'll let you know how it affects communities across the state.